Hello, my gaming friends. This is Starlight Hunter for Spy Club. I wanted to share with you that I finally made it to level 100 affinity with Xavier in the game Love and Deepspace. I also had been at level 80 for a while, but it was to me an accomplishment since it took over half a year to get to this point, and not without a lot of grinding in combats and reading stories and memories, but also I had to drop a significant amount of change to level up my cards to get to the level of combat ability when you're going through those deep space trials. Now, to celebrate this occasion and this achievement, I actually purchased something again from Velnic Studios. In the past, I already had purchased Xavier's level 100 rings prior to reaching the actual level 100 in the game. So if you want a review on that or an in-depth look, feel free to check out one of my older videos. So far, I found Velnic Studios to be very professional and great with their customer care, especially when it comes to the shipping support. I was really excited to get the Xavier Sword of Freedom that was inspired by Xavier and possibly his myth as the Prince of Philos when the MC was an academy student training to become a knight. As always with their packaging, Velnic Studios always packs a bunch of little cute goodies, including buttons and stickers, and also memory cards of the actual memories in the game, and of course polishing cloths for each of their jewelry pieces. So I can't be 100% sure because I've only bought things that are related to Xavier, but my guess is that you receive these little goodies that go with the love interest's jewelry piece that you've purchased. So for example, if you purchased Caleb or Silas or Zane or Raphael, it is likely that you're going to be getting these little goodies that are associated with that character. Like the last time, the stickers are so cute. My only problem is figuring out what to do with them because I love stickers, but I hate to ruin them. So I might think of a resin project maybe that will preserve them for longer. They also sent me this adorable Xavier and Bun Bun chip. So I'm definitely going to be putting these with the rest of my hangings and collectibles. But I love the details and the forget-me-nots. So cute. And here are the memory cards, and I'll tell you, they are printed on cardstock and they're also metallic. So it isn't just like, you know, glossy paper, but it is like a metallic material. It's very shiny. And here is the necklace. I love how they packaged it carefully in the plastic to prevent any kind of damage or tarnishing, and you can easily pull it out from a little tap. On the back, they've put the rest of the necklace chain inside a plastic baggie to prevent any kind of damage to the rest of the product. So when it ships to you, everything is pristine and in place, and it's not banging around and marring the rest of the jewelry. And here's a quick look of it still in the plastic. And of course, being me with jewelry, I had to look it under a micro lens. With the micro lens, you can see the tooling and the details up close, and I have to say that the detailing is pretty amazing, mostly clean, and I really love that the gold ribbon almost looks liquefied wrapped around the sword blade and the hilt. It's just very pretty, and you can see all the tool designs on the inside even of the jewelry piece. Now, this is showing the front of the sword, but the back of the sword is equally detailed and also equally polished and tooled, even down to the tiny crevices between the crosspiece, hilt guard, and the hilt itself. Now, my only concern with this piece is actually the color of the jewel at the end of the sword tip. This color is more of a turquoise, like a tropical blue color, but when I was looking at it online, when deciding to purchase it, I noticed that it had more of an aquamarine color, so this is just something to keep in mind if you decide to end up getting this sword as well. It's still very pretty, so I'm probably not going to return it. I'll still wear it, but just so that you're aware, it did come darker than what was advertised on the website. Now, it could have to do with lighting perhaps, but to be honest, I was expecting an aquamarine jewel. Here is another quick close-up of the S925 marking to show that the product is actually made out of sterling silver, and for some reason it's more clearly marked on this piece of jewelry than I've seen in their other items, but it doesn't take away from the design, especially if you're wearing it. This is what the back looks like. I really appreciate all of the details being included in this part of the jewelry. Lots of cross jewelries or detailed jewelry end up having like a flat backing or a plain backing, but this one has a design that flows all the way to the back, including the gold ribbon. So for me, that's something that's very unique and exceptional in the craftsmanship in that process, because it still looks beautiful even if it flips over while you're wearing it, or even if you decide to wear it backwards on the chain. I hope you enjoyed this review of Xavier's Sword of Freedom necklace. Please remember that I am not sponsored or compensated in any way for this review or to receive products, which means all of my opinions are my own and are honest ones. Let me know if you decide to buy your own Xavier Sword of Freedom necklace or any other products from Velnic Studios and what you think of it. This has been Starlight Hunter. Until the next video, carry on and game on.